I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up.
Back up.
I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league.
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week.
What now? What inning? We play to win. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And right away he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here.
We're set. JT. Alert. Come on, D.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Darrell Henderson, his third touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Throwing again on second down. Carr, blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now it's Watson. Johnson's got it complete. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got Fuller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To the air yet again, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Allen Lazard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Watson throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. And, you know, he may not have the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy, a valuable player to them, and they wanted to make sure they had him around. Good team chemistry, always hard to find, and when you've got it, you don't want to let it get away.
Watson now to throw.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to...
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. Touchdown, Titans. Raheem Mostert, 77 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now a first down throw, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. Here's Watson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 42 yards. From the red zone now, Watson. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Henderson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Darrell Henderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offense.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They have to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those under pressure again, and down he goes again. Deshaun Hand, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. He finds his target, Fuller. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henderson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Darrell Henderson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And taken right on the 30. .157 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Darrell Henderson on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blink.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to get a score back. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. We have hit halftime. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Looking to throw. Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Complete. It's Johnson. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 more on that one and another first down. Again, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull. And this will be a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mostert, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4, now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Deshaun Hand in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Watson now, throwing again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ballgame as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
It's gonna be a long...
This is Mostert. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go by.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Carr going to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Returnable here from the 38. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Deshaun Watson and the Texans offense trot back out there. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with his 4 touchdown passes. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there of 22. Watson dancing to his left. And he's and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Texans scoop it. Past the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Set. 18. Alert. Check pass. Check pass.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And down his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The Titans on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And now out comes Houston. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a catch made by Hopkins. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back to throw, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll try and run. Henderson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deontay Johnson there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr, short pass to the tight end Hollister. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. Now Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Carr. It's caught. Humphreys. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 55.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And a catch made by Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Watson. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Johnson on its poke 3. Football's out. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Fairbairn good with the extra point.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all day.
What now?
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Brett Kern now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.